Hello, everybody. Home early today. I know we're on the weekend. We're gonna do some classic Final Fantasy Remake demo.
Get down here, Merc.
Alright, give me a sec. All I wanted was to get my actual Twitch page open so I can... I prefer that over the dashboard version, or variety of that, so... I want to monitor me. That's all. Alright. Alright, so... My fears came true when I was talking about the DLC, or the DLC. When I was talking about the Final Fantasy release. I bought the $80 bundle because I want the stuff comes with it. I got the theme and everything. I wanted that in the future summoning. But my fears about when we were talking about the it's a little too much for, you know, one part or episodic parts. Well, unfortunately I read it. Yes, it is going to be a standalone up to the escape from Midgar. While that is quite a bit of content, and it's added to, so we don't know how long it's actually going to be. But I feel like that's a little steep for even a $60 bundle, $60 thing. And I did buy the bundle, which is $80, but I still feel like the normal is a little steep for that. However, we don't know if it's going to be the size of like you know, Final Fantasy Disc 1 size type thing, or if it's just going to be like a couple hours or what. But I just wish that if they were going to do it in parts, they would do it by disc instead. Disc 1, Final Fantasy VII Disc 1 would have been perfect for it. While it's still kind of a waste of money, so I was right when I was stating it's either going to be one big game, or it's going to be released as episodic DLC parts. Meaning, is part 1 going to be the main game, and then they're later going to be releasing DLC that's going to add to it? Or are they going to release several other parts for the rest of the game into $60 segments? Which, if that's the case, Square, that's... You can kiss a good chunk of your fan base goodbye. Good. That's terrible. Square, you're gonna really fuck yourself. Especially with new fan bases that are gonna be joining to this remake alone and never played a Final Fantasy game. You're really alienating them. As well as the fan base that made you who you are. When the difficulty set is to classic, player control character will engage enemies in battle automatically, and attacking, defending, and evading as appropriate. With the mode active, you simply wait until your ATB gauge is filled and press X to execute commands. Note that you can always control the player. Note that you can always control the player, control character. Battle is difficulty. Cloud sword, hold the lead. Yeah.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. That's that.
Alright, so if that's the case, then I prefer the normal. The normal for this, I was hoping it would be similar to turn-based, but it's
Who
not.
the hell? Hands where I can see them.
That's all I wanted to test out.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I already know.
Enough. Ready?
Yeah. Yeah. I know all this. Oh, wait. Remember, please. Cursor in battle, remember. Minimap, static, dynamic, subtitles, dialogue, and speaker name. Chat log, combat controls, to display brightness. Oh. Shortcuts. A little better looking. How's everybody doing? How's the volume? It seems a little loud to me, but I forget it's different for what you guys hear. But how's everybody doing today? No, I don't want to skip this. Whoops.
Drop the weapon.
That was accidental.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
Do I now? Press R1 to guard or evade.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. Nope. Burn. It's over. Nothing to it.
I'm just playing this again because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But then maybe anyone who's new to the channel can experience what this looks like before they decide themselves if they want to buy it, or just, you know, for any of my family, that's what you guys are called, the Hunters Guild or the family, wants to experience this themselves before they decide what's gonna happen. I already got it, so just wait till next month, and depending on my progression through the original Final Fantasy VII, we may actually be playing this alongside it. Yes, there's boxes you can destroy here for some potions and junk. Yada yada.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
He is part of Soldier, but he's not part of First Class like he claims. That's Zach.
Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Alright. For anyone who wants to see my first thoughts on all of this when I first got it, first downloaded it and everything, go ahead and watch Final Fantasy VII Remake demo blind playthrough or blind whatever. This is just me playing it again for the third time technically, because I played through it already twice. One by itself that got fucked by internet issues, so I had to render it together, and then another one which is literally at the end of a stream of Final Fantasy IV. I am getting all the calls. All the calls! I don't know who's calling me. Rewards department, excuse me. What the hell am I getting these calls for? I had a call from Arkansas earlier talking about from someone buying a bunch of shit. I don't even know. Like, that's my first time getting an Arkansas call. Like, what the fuck? Hello, everybody who's joining in for some Final Fantasy VII demo. If you guys want to enjoy the my first playthrough of this demo blindly, go watch the standalone episode Final Fantasy VII Remake demo blind playthrough. This is like my first playthrough of this. The second playthrough is tied to a stream of Final Fantasy IV. Hey, what's up, Infamy? So if anyone who's new to the channel and wants to check out my original thoughts on this, scroll down on my video playlist and you'll see my first playthrough of this demo. I'm just having fun with this now. I bought the $80 bundle of this, so I'm hyped and I can't wait. Standalone or not.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
Hey-oh. Yes, it is a very nice looking game indeed. I don't know why it's a habit that I do that. Some people might prefer me to do that sometimes. Some games that I've already played through and done multiple streams of, I won't do that, but it's just a habit at this point. I kind of like to show off as if I'm playing this blindly or as if it's the first time showing it. I did that all the time on YouTube, where I muted myself and everything. And if I had webcam, I always brought it down. Or, well, depending on the way I recorded it. If it was a layout where I'm in the layout, then no. But Twitch is a bit easier that way. Unfortunately, with YouTube, it was a little tougher for me to just bring down my webcam. Because that's pretty much like part of it. Because it's a separate thing where I add it in the video, where I can just edit out of it. It's a little, but it's once it's part of the video, it's part of the video.
Get him, boy!
Let's do this.
So yeah, Dark Souls meets Final Fantasy VII, essentially. A lot of people may not like it, but I'm loving the combat. However, Final Fantasy, though, I prefer it to be turn-based, unfortunately. And at this rate, it's not going to be that any longer.
Was never in doubt.
I hear that 15 is exactly similar to the, you know, action combat that Final Fantasy is now becoming, which is sad, because while I do like this a lot, I still prefer Final Fantasy to be what it was, because it's unique. Its combat changes from turn-based to action-time combat, which is still turn-based, but if you sit there, you'll get wrecked. This is straight-up live combat like Kingdom Hearts and in the Ys franchise and the Tales of franchise, which is fine, but it's not Final Fantasy. That's like turning Kingdom Hearts into turn-based. And even Chain of Memories is not turn-based. And that's like the closest you're going to get to some Kingdom Hearts turn-based, and that's not even turn-based. It's still an action game, just involving cards, and you kind of like... You don't take turns, but it's not quite as action-oriented and heavy as the main games are, if that makes sense. But it's not turn-based at all. But it's closest that you're going to get. Just because the way the card system works. Let me know how everything sounds, guys. I'm trying to not make it too loud. I know it dips sometimes and then it peaks. So like everything's at maximum in game as well. I gotta remember that if anything is ever too loud and not loud enough in OBS or slobs, or too loud, I can turn down in-game volumes. That's a thing I gotta remember for more modern games.
This way.
That they have in-game volumes, and I'm not used to that. Well,
Not so fast.
for slobs
Got
anyway.
company.
I'm used to that with, you know, normal games, but I'm not used to turning them down when I play for myself. And I'm used to turning down the volume meter in slobs, so I'm not used to turning down game volume in the game itself, just to make it so it's not so abrupt and overpowering me. Because remember, I can turn down the volume on my end a bit, which was a little too loud. I could barely hear myself.
Get ready.
Kaplat! So yeah, stagger is just like with 13, where whenever you bring up their stagger meter, they take a lot more damage. I have not played enough of 13. I've only played several hours of it. I made it probably close to midway through the game, and that was about it. But even then, I don't even remember half of what 13 has to offer. I didn't even meet Fang, if that helps you. But I made it close to midway through, if midway through. I don't even remember how long that game is. I got bored of it real quick. Every subsequent playthrough I tried doing of 13, I got really bored. But that's not going to happen when I get there. Because we're halfway to 10, though. We're at 5 now. Woo! Final Fantasy 5 hype! There's something I'm not doing either, which is basically this game's version of parrying.
Let's go.
Where... Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know I can do that. I can... Oh, interesting. Can I have both, though? I prefer the minimap. I prefer minimap. Wow. Oh yeah, you got a hold button here. So yeah, the other modes aren't do anything. Basically, the other modes are, do you want to sit there and focus on making the commands while your character attacks automatically? That's not what I was expecting it to be. I mean, it feels a bit more turn-based that way, or it feels like the original that way more, but it's still this combat, so it's kind of stupid.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
I swear, who is Cloud voiced by? I don't know why I recognize that voice, but I'm bad at putting name. I'm bad at like voice actors and names and you know, actors and shit. I've never been good with like actors unless I know their face enough. I can't just tell you who's in certain movies, but like I swear I recognize this voice for some reason, but I can't put my finger on it. I mean, this is the first time Cloud has had a voice. This is the first time this game has had a voice. So, I mean, aside from Kingdom Hearts, the only time I know Cloud that has a voice is that I'm used to him from Kingdom Hearts. In fact, I've had more time with Cloud from Kingdom Hearts than I've had Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. Because I've watched a bit of my friends play Final Fantasy VII and 9 when I was a kid growing up on the PS1 era, but again, I never grew up with Final Fantasy. My introduction to Final Fantasy wasn't the PS1, it was the PS1 era. But my very first Final Fantasy game was 10. That was the very first game I ever played and beaten. I actually did not play 9 and 7 until very recently. Like, because I have the PS3 versions. However, I played a bit of 7 on the PS3, but I've stopped, like, very early on. And I never really dabbled much past, like, getting towards the gold saucer. Not even the gold saucer. I didn't even make it there. The stupid area with the fucking bird. I forgot the name of it now. Yeah, I never even made it to the gold saucer. I never even made it to any parts of the first disc. So I never even gotten Nanaki, or I barely got like Red 13. I did the escape. I escaped Shinra, and that was the most I've ever done. So I basically just got Red 13, and that's about it.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2, damn.
And as for 9, I played a bit on the phone, but that's it. I didn't remember any of it.
Door! We'll wait! It's over!
That's my line.
So yeah, like when I played 9 on my phone, this was not even that long ago. It was probably a couple years ago. I was living in PA already. So like, but my memory was, I didn't remember much of it at all, so it's basically my Switch version playthrough of 9 was blind. The only thing I remembered was I was near the end of the game, and that was it. I remembered one boss, and that was it. And it was the weird, like I don't know, aerial, like, copter boss that looks like a dragon airplane thing, whatever you want to call it. That was it. So Punisher mode allows you to do quicker succession of attacks. Operator mode, I think, is one that makes you slow down, but where you start doing all those slashes, if I recall. Hey, thank you, Mystery, for the host.
Cut it out!
Did that alert go off? I didn't see that pop off. I didn't hear anything. Maybe it's because I had that turned down. It most likely did. I just didn't hear it. But hey, I saw my number jump up, and I'm like, what the hell? That's why I wish my stupid alert audio was separate from my game audio. Otherwise, I would have heard that. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. Also, I want to play this for Aragon, because I was in whatever's chat yesterday, and one of his fans followed me. So I'm going to play this for you, Aragon. Thank you for the follow yesterday. Anyway. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Welcome, Mystery Gen followers, Mystery Gen raiders. Hello, everybody. We're doing some good old Final Fantasy VII demo remake. Remake demo, rather.
Simmer down, hotshot.
Suck it.
It's good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? Then we're good.
Careful in
Have a
there.
great stream. Thank you. You as well. Well, have a great rest of your day if you don't stream anymore for today.
This place covered.
Same with everyone else who's gonna be heading out or sticking around. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Okay. Bloop.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Tifa and I.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work.
So now I can change between
Hands ain't got nothing on me.
Barrett and Cloud. Yeah, I know how to play. So up on the D-pad and down on the D-pad is to change characters.
Deal with that.
But whenever you're out of battle, it'll always change back to Cloud. Triangle will bring up his charger command, and then hitting triangle again will do this. He has Steel Skin, which is basically defensive buff. And then you got your focus shot, which is basically his strong attack. Boom! Yeah, we just learned. I just explained that. And I'm more of a melee guy. So yes, Punisher mode basically allows me to go. So Punisher mode makes me slower, but I do those quick sword slashes. Operator mode is just basically just me going ham. So then hit X, and you go to items, and then you go to potion, and wham. They also introduced an item that you find in chests. It's not like an item, it's just a like recovery thing that recovers your mana or MP. And you can also see the materia slots on your weapons, which is nice. I'm curious, he's got the fire materia equipped already. I'm curious, yeah, there's his, for lightning and cure. I know he's got lightning and cure later on.
Look what we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the time.
So like in the Resident Evil movie?
Make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
I will.
He's a natural.
Am I?
Not too shabby. You're doing good, soldier. Okay, let's see what's up next. And it's more of the same.
Ah!
Come on, then. Pretty easy, right?
Ah, come on!
Okay?
Yeah, you can kind of walk through it as they're materializing.
Well, we got that over with, and we're almost at our objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing.
I am gonna miss the random encounters, though.
Seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with it first.
But,
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
so they're gonna teach you about fire, or using your mana, or magic spells here, because it's gonna knock them off guard, making them susceptible to attacks. So, bah!
It's on you.
So, like, I can use thunder, which is what he's actually weak to. And ba-ba-ba-boom! And then you just, oops, you just attack and then you build up your ATB gauge, you know, similar to 10-2, and that's how you do certain attacks. And then, boom, 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 boom. And then we can go focus shot. And now he's staggered, so now we take in Cloud and just go ham. Boom, 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 boom! Ha
What are you, 20-something?
First.
Yep.
Soldier first class.
You are not! Liar, that was Zach.
What the hell are you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
Cloud's in his 20s. Please give me a DLC that allows me to... give me a skin that allows me to go back to my stupid shitty Lego look. That would actually be a nice nod. A nice touch. Even though that graphic style's crap. But that would be a fun little touch. I keep wanting to jump, but this ain't Sekiro.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get down there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up.
Yeah, right there. That's what that is. That's all Mako. Mako, that's what I call it, you fucker.
More
But yeah.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands.
All that liquid is the planet's energy and life force, essentially. The more they drain it, the more the planet slowly dies out. Once the planet is expended of all energy, this planet goes kaboom. Or cracks. Or disintegrates. I don't know.
Think you can stop me?
It is depicted to disintegrate once it's out of energy.
Keep it together.
Yes, it's my turn. See ya.
Hang back.
God, this feels so good. I'm curious how pretty I can make Cloud later. And the main game. I've already seen bits of him at cross-dressing, and I really can't wait.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core?
No. The pump would suck us back up.
How comforting.
You would also be... That would be very dangerous. Cloud has been bathed in so much Mako energy. That's why he's as powerful as he is. But it's also very bad for you. For anyone who's played 7, the scenes where they're in Nibelheim and Sephiroth finds out about his truth, his past, and you see all those monsters in the capsules, it's because they've been put into mad Mako energy and have turned into fucking monsters. Cloud is also an experiment, a clone of Zack, which is why you see him freak out and have all these, like, I guess, visions and shit and voices in his head. That's Zack. He is actually a clone of him. Same way that Sephiroth was a clone of, not Zack, but just, he's a clone. Same vein. Cloud is a failed Sephiroth clone. Not just Zack, but a failed Sephiroth clone. And I say failed because that's what Hojo says.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job. What's wrong?
See what I mean?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Accidental click on my webcam part. Oops. But yeah, see what I mean? That was a vision you just saw of a feather of Sephiroth's. This doesn't matter, at least from what I can tell.
Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Heads up.
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plated, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Come on. Take the lead.
Bang, bang. We barely scratched the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want.
Can't.
Just do it.
I'm building, damn it.
Suck on this. Kiss my ass. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Hell yeah! You see the damage I did?
Keep it up. Keep it together.
Bring in the heat. Gotta win this one for the play. Bring it home.
Ooh.
Okay. It's on you.
All right, watch and learn. The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Ah!
Get off. Don't just stand there. Help me out, damn it.
Here we go. Gotta be a way to break through.
Like a challenge.
And yes, I know he has cure.
Focus. Find a way. That didn't work either.
Yeah, he's immune now. So we just basically wait, to be honest with you.
Damn it. No good.
Swing and a miss.
There's gotta be a weak point somewhere.
Then hurry the hell up and find it.
Wrong button, damn.
Ain't done yet. Got anything you want to say? Funny way to ask for help. Shit. Was just about to get you out.
Wasn't expecting you to do jack. Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Kiss my ass.
Steady.
Damn pain in the ass. Hell yeah, baby.
Now's our chance. Give it everything you've got.
I keep forgetting that attack. I dodged that.
Gotta heal up. Another barrier? Calling fire. That is whatever. Don't overdo it.
Yes, it's my turn. You got this.
I got this.
I'm putting it in since once more. Asshole.
That it? Bring it.
Give him hell.
Take it over. Time to burn.
Ah, damn it.
Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
Wow, that just likes to hit me. I dodged that, but alright.
Regroup. Nice try. Now, with that.
About damn time.
Come on.
Take you all off. Suck on this. Firing one off.
There! Attack it from the rear.
Aye, soldier boy. Show me what you got.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, now it's time for his tail laser.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
How convenient you just place this all the way over there.
Now, go!
God damn it! You always catch me off guard with that.
Need to do something about these wounds. Here we go. Take the lead.
All right. Like it learned. Bringing the heat. Sure could use a break.
Oh, my first time using an ether.
Hey, it's doing that thing again.
Find cover and hunker down.
Again and again and again. Now, get in there and do some damage. Here it comes. Bring it home. I got
That's doing right. All right. Here we go. Gotta memorize the attack patterns. Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already! Now, go!
All right, phase 3.
Oh, hell. What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quicker with screw.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc. Back up to this.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. All right. Let's do this. Heal up and regroup. No holding back. Here it comes. Get ready. It's down. Rain hell on it.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Brace yourself. Here we go. Yeah. Let's do this.
I gotta really learn to get that dodging out of the way.
Heal up soon. Great. There goes another. Now's our chance to do some real damage.
I gotta get better at his AoE, damn it. I'm so bad at that, because I never notice when he's gonna do it.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Wedge should be covering our way out. Go, go, go!
So I don't really know in the main game, once this comes out, if the timer is gonna be a factor, or if me being up Barrett's ass is gonna do anything. But we'll see. That depends on how much encounters you get.
That's that. Shit. That's that. Nothing to it.
So yeah, this is already longer than the original reactor for the first part of the game. And this is just a demo. But my problem with this is, if they're making Midgar as long as they are, enough to be a standalone part, it might as well just be a new game. Because most remakes...
My hero.
Hey! We'll
I'll
link
continue
up
that.
over there. Look after Jesse.
Because most remakes of games don't
Come this way.
change up that much. They add some content to make the game feel fresh and update the graphics considerably. But overall, it's the same game.
I see an exit. Come on.
This feels completely different with the similar content, same boss fights and all. But it might as well just be its own thing. Call it Final Fantasy 7.7.5 or something. Or whatever, I don't know. It just feels like it's going to be a whole new game with the additional content they're going to be adding. And that's not what I am into with remakes. I just like updated graphic, visuals. Hey, Blackfire, what's good?
It keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Because I usually like updated visuals and maybe some new content, but I don't want the same game to be completely changed up. That's why this is going to be blind, otherwise it wouldn't be.
There it!
I've got you covered. Find us a way out of here.
But then,
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Enjoying some crunch.
X, Soldier Boy.
I'm home early from work, so I enjoyed some Final Fantasy VII demo.
Time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need.
Get another episode of this out. For anyone who hasn't seen this yet.
That's that.
Ow. What are you grinding on? I saw you were doing, was it Dauntless? Is that the name of the game you were playing just now? I saw you were live. For anyone who enjoys some awesome content from an awesome streamer. Still Dauntless? Nice. Yeah, so anyone who enjoys some Dauntless, go check out Blackfire. Yeah, I made a command for you. Give a nice shout out to my man here. And no problem. I also have a shout out command I haven't used in a while. But people requested my loyalty system shout out function in the loyalty system, so I made a shout out command as well. Let's see how. I mean, essentially what I just did is a shout out, but you can also do it this way too. Currently playing API error at API error. What the fuck? Well, I did not know you were playing API error. Excuse me? I have not played that command or done that command in a while. Everything's correct and nothing changed. Why is it doing that? But I appreciate that you're supporting me as well as playing your own stream. That's amazing. Did I fuck up something here? Did I misspell your name by accident? I mean, it works. It's just I was okay. Never mind. That's another way of doing a shout out for anyone. Like I said, I don't mind helping promote other streamers. Most people don't have allow people to do that for them, or most streamers don't want people to promote. I said I don't mind doing it for you guys. And again, I don't mind if people promote in my channel as long as they're here long enough and they ask. Then I'm down to promote them. I just don't need people to come in the channel and be like, yeah. I'm sure a lot of big names get self promotions, and we don't. Usually streamers do that themselves. But I don't know why my shout out command's not working correctly with you or any other one. I'm assuming it's going to be the same with anyone that's not me. It's weird, because I know it worked before. I had it shout out I had it shout out Supply before he even started streaming. But, yes, feel free to go check out Blackfire for some awesome video game content. Join him on some Dauntless. That game actually looks pretty fun. I actually like the graphic style of it. You think it'd be worth me to check out? Do you have the PC version? Or console version? Because if it's worth checking out, I'd definitely come co-op with you with that. And of course you're going to say it is worth because you have it, but you know what I mean. I'm all for some coops. Because the reason I like the shoutout command is it literally tells the people what the person is playing too, which is awesome. Even if they're not live, it tells them what they last played, which is very convenient for anyone who wants to check out that specific streamer. Yeah, my is auto if you say keywords, man. Chat. Ah. Ah, okay. Yes, I'm not really great with a lot of these things. I'm still learning a lot. And I could easily just have a simple bot, but I wanted one with my name. So I put Lil Bot, and that just makes me feel a bit more different. Because I did have Nightbot for a while, and I'm sure a lot of those with built-in commands are a lot easier. You did a shout out in yours? Nice, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who shouts me out and gives me love and helps out. It means a lot. You also do a lot of Mario Party, right? I was watching you a bit. You did some Mario Party, right? So anyone likes some Mario Party, that's another thing you do. Ow!
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn.
Oh, that was Oreo? Thought that was you. Never mind. Either way, do Mario Party now so I don't feel like I lied. Well, go check out Mega Oreo too. Sorry, man. You know I haven't been sleeping very well. Well, now it looks like you have to play some Mario Party, so that way I don't feel like I lied. Sorry, Oreo. Go check out him as well. Why do I feel like that was you? Maybe I'm just, my brain is just retarded.
Sir.
Wow, I love how it works. Huh. I love how it doesn't work for you. No, it's all me? So my brain's not retarded? Oh, okay. That's all good. Do what you need.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Look, I know I'm retarded. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. Sworn that was you, but never mind. I am tired. I get a lot of people confused. Not that I'm getting you two confused like that. It's just I get a lot of names confused, and I get a lot of games that you guys do confused with other people. Don't feel bad. That's just how I am. And trust me, now this is going to be biting me in the ass. I am not going to let this down now.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
I feel even worse because I've checked out both of your channels on several occasions.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
I've also watched a bit of your boy, the guy that you were talking about that was getting trolled. I watched a bit of his content the other day. I didn't really have much time because I was passing out, but I wanted to see what he was up to, see what kind of stuff he does. I like. We all should do some Dark Souls stuff together. Me, you, him, and my buddy Reaper should all do some Dark Souls content together sometime. Not that Reaper does any streaming or stuff, but he should join us. Anyway, yes, Oreo, I know you're in chat, and I'm sorry. thought it was him for some reason. That's my bad. I think I deserve a kick to the balls for that one. The original PC Dark Souls. I have Dark Souls the original. I don't have the remaster, no. I have Dark Souls 1 and 2 on PC. Oh, well, I didn't know you had the PC version specifically. My buddy Reaper does not. I do. I have it. I have Dark Souls 1 original and Dark Souls Scholar on PC. I do not have the original of Dark Souls 2, and I don't have 3 on PC. That's right. You just said you don't have console. I don't know why I was. Ugh. You know what I think I need? A nice fat bowl. I don't know what's going on in my brain. I think I'm losing all this circulation in my head. I'm streaming too much and not getting enough sleep. Anyway. I need a nice fat pipe. That's all I need. But unfortunately, I don't smoke anymore. Hey, though. Either way, doesn't mean I can't buy Dark Souls 3 and the remake on Dark Souls PC. So, again, like I said, we should co-op sometime. Speaking of, I already bought this. Here's proof of that. All right. Yeah, I have my Steam game library on my Twitch channel. Ah, okay. I didn't know you... Wow, I didn't know you can do that. That's cool. I don't really care to show off my library. That's not something I really care to connect to my Steam, but if anyone wants to play something with me, whether it's Steam or console, I'm down for any of that. I have a ton of games on PC, and I plan on buying all the Souls games on PC. That includes the original Dark Souls 2, remake of Dark Souls, as well as 3. If you could still buy the original Dark Souls 2. If not, then fuck it. Because I still want to play the original 2, because fuck Scholar the First Sin. Yeah, you heard me, right? Fuck you. I'm gonna platinum you and then never touch you again, you piece of shit. Alright, time for some solo born. If anyone wants to join in for some Bloodborne